Well, I want to make a little addition to what I said yesterday. There was some questions. You know, somebody asked about hard casting. Now, I'm not really sure what he's talking about. You know, I don't quench them. That's one thing. I actually drop them onto a soft piece of cotton that's wet, and then they kind of roll down. That's how I cool them. And I'm not using the soft lead. I use the regular wheel weights. Not like these are iron, these are zinc. They do not work. These are the stick-on ones that are pure lead. They don't really work. Well, they'd work, but you'd have problems with them in the barrel. For some guns, they're fine. And I was talking about these factory crimp dies that Lee makes, which are pretty slick because what happens, the case goes in, it pushes this, that pushes these 4 fingers in here that crimp the bullet in. It's especially nice in, this is my 45-70 bullet, and you can see there's a definite beveled groove there where that crimp goes, and that really works great. You know, it's a flat nose for the tube magazine, but that, once they're in there and crimped, they do not move. This is for a 50-70. Now, there's no crimp groove there. What there is a kind of a shoulder. And when the case goes on, it butts up against that shoulder. But, you know, they're in a single shot in Springfield. Okay, now, as far as lubing, like I said, these that I'm using are the Tumble Lube. These are sitting out. I've tumbled them twice, actually, and then I let them dry. And that works good because I don't have to monkey with them anymore. Like these, I have to lube. But that is that special mold. This is for the 351, and this has already been lubed, and that's just ready to go. These are ones I cast yesterday. Now, okay, you can see this has got a real smooth surface on it. Now, when you're tumble lubing them, Lee suggests that if you run the mix a little hotter, you end up with this frosty surface on them. There's kind of like crystals on it. That works better for getting the lube to stick to them. You know, because the stuff is pretty, you know, it's just a soup, a liquid, that Alox. But then it dries hard. Here's the lid for, I use a coffee can to tumble them. And now you can see this stuff has been sitting out and it's getting to be hard already. Well, that originally was really sticky. But after that dries, then after I load them, a lot of times what I will do is I will wipe off on the end of the bullet, because the only thing about tumble lubing, you get all this lube up on a bullet and they will collect dirt, or like if you dropped one in sand, they would get dirty. So a lot of times after I load them, I just wipe that off the end of the bullet. But I like that, simplifies things. And that's what I'm looking to do, especially when you're doing something, you know, so many of them.